Yo, what is up guys? So we're back with stage 2 of Summer Wars. But before I go into the gameplay, I would like to address some questions that people have been asking about the costume for Yae Sakura. So I've heard a rumor that her costume will be released on 22nd July, which is her birthday. And personally I think that might be true. I did some digging on what they did in the Japan server. I wasn't playing back then, but I did manage to find out how they released the costumes. So there are quite a lot of differences. The first one is that the costumes released in the shop were actually Bronya, Sakura, and Himeko. For them, the faction that you chose also mattered, because if you chose Fortune, then you'd be getting Sakura tickets. If you chose Raiders, you'd be getting Bronya tickets, and if you chose Pirate, you'd be getting Himeko tickets. So after you obtain the costume of the faction that you're in, you could exchange the remaining tickets for a ticket of another faction. But it wasn't a one-for-one exchange, so managing that event was actually harder for the players in the Japanese server. So as for Teresa, they had this event called the Hyperion Sea Festival, and from that, you would do a series of stages, and you could get the silver Homu cards, and you could actually exchange them for golden Homu cards, which then could get you Teresa's costume. And the last two would be Kiana and Mei's costumes. Kiana's was placed into some sort of a Sea Festival expansion supply, and Mei's was placed in a half-year anniversary expansion supply. So, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty brutal. I actually looked at some Japanese YouTubers trying to pull it, and the average spending was about 18,000 crystals, which is really insane. I mean, even if you get the weapons or the stigmata while you're trying to pull it, I'd still actually prefer just buying the costume like how we had it with Teresa's costume, because at least I know what I'm getting myself into. But I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, you could actually tell me in the comments down below. Would you rather try to pull for the costume, not knowing when you'll actually get it, but maybe get a bit of equipment here and there in between, or would you rather just buy the costume right up and not get anything else for it? And bear in mind, they do not have the guarantee in the Japan server. I've seen them do 10-time pulls during this event and not get a single epic item in all the 10 pulls, which is something I really don't see myself doing. Anyway, so back to why I believe that Sakura's costume would be coming on her birthday. That's because of how they did Mei's costume, which was released on an event that coincided with the summer event. So I think that they do something similar on our server, and that's why we can just look forward to the 22nd of July. Okay, so let's move on to the stages. So first of all, the solo stage, Beach Dribble Master 01. So you'll have to push a beach ball to the designated location, and after doing the first one, a timer of 2 minutes and 30 seconds will appear. So the archers in the stage are invincible, but the objective is actually just to push the ball to each new location, and doing so will activate a time fracture and take 20 seconds off your countdown. So I only ended up getting a score of 281, but I was told that you could actually get it up to 290. I'm not sure if there's anything higher, but how that friend of mine actually did it is he used Bronya to push the ball into the beacons. I tried doing that too, but I got 281 as well. Apparently I'm not really good at dribbling a ball in Honkai Impact. But yeah, you guys could actually have fun with this stage. You know, you could reset it if you're not happy with your score, and you could just have fun with it. But I didn't have the time to do the stages earlier in the day, so I had to kind of rush through it, otherwise the event would close for the day and I would lose out on the points. So the funny thing about this stage is it has no background music. I really have no idea why. I'm not even sure if it's intentional, but yeah, it's kind of weird. And next is one of the co-op stages, Defend Under the Sunset. So this mission is pretty straightforward, it's just defending 2 points. My personal favorite was actually using Night Moonbeam, but I used Miko because I just wanted to use easily obtainable Valkyries, just to show that, you know, you can pretty much use anyone to complete the mission. But another reason why I chose Miko was because her combo attack teleports you to the nearest target. So I tried Shadow Dash the first time we did this stage, but she didn't do really well because the enemies explode when you kill them. So she's usually within range of the explosion, which slows her down quite a bit. But all in all, I didn't think the stage was too hard, so you can just use anyone you like. If you do have Shadow Knight, that'll be a plus, but if you don't, you know, just about anyone who can clear quickly and not stay too near to your opponent while doing so. So the last stage we're going to cover in this video is Friends and Homo Ball. So one thing interesting about this stage is that the team can only consist of 2 players. So I'm really grateful that I have good Armada mates who help me out. So for this one we went for a Knight Moonbeam and Valkyrie Chariot combo. So basically the difficulty in the stage is that your Valkyrie will always be targeting the Homo Balls. So what you have to do is to use Valkyries with area damage that don't require you to target anyone, like Knight Moonbeam, Shadow Knight, and probably Teresa. But if you're not using a cross like the Blood Embrace or Pledge of Sakura, then I'm pretty sure your cross will target the Homo Balls instead. So that's it for Stage 2 of Summer Wars, and I'll continue to upload videos for the next 2 stages. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.